Jason, all throughout last year, there was a bunch of layoffs. Even before that, there was a bunch of layoffs.
Yeah.
Today, we have another company that is doing layoffs.
Oh my goodness.
I thought this would be over by now. To be honest, I thought this would be over. But the thing is that Xerox is going to cut 15% of its employees. Do you know what Xerox does?
Like printer stuff.
Yeah,
probably?
they have printers. Yeah, so it used to be like coin. It's like, oh, I'm going to Xerox this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like make a copy of or do something of the sorts. So Xerox itself has been around for a long period of time. And the thing is, Xerox has planned to cut about 3,000 employees. I didn't even know that they had that much employees, but they actually have about 20,000 employees. Yeah, this was announced on December 31st that they were going to cut, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Like, so before New Year's.
That's not good.
Yeah. The thing is, it's part of an SEC filing that they're going to be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that they will say that Xerox will carry out the cuts this quarter that we're currently in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Q1.
Yeah, Q1. So the thing that Xerox also has done is, I didn't realize this, but it's a public company.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know this.
You know, it's a public company. I feel like at this point it was.
Yeah, it was a public company, and because of this, shares are down more than 12% after this announcement.
Yeah, I mean, almost as many as their.
Oh yeah, oh no, oh no, oh yeah, almost as much as the employees they have now. The thing is, typically, from my understanding, it's companies when they announce layoffs, they get a boost in their stock price because it's seen as a good organizational structure that they're doing and cutting the fat. But in this case, it's being seen as a downside for Xerox cutting all of these people.
Yeah, it must be that they're seeing this as weakness in the company, like the fact that you had to at this late in the game to cut these people is seen as like, okay, what's going on here? Like, you only see this now?
Yes, and the thing is, I have one last thing to say, and before that, I want to say that if you want to hear more interesting stories like this, we put out videos daily covering interesting topics like this. So if you want to follow us on this journey, consider subscribing. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It only takes a second. So the thing I did want to mention is that the company's restructuring plan involves simplifying its products with its core printing business. So it had an issue with the printing business of this all.
The entire thing.
Yes,
that's probably why the shares went down.
Yes. So the thing is, it wants to increase efficiency across its global business service and boosting its focus on IT and its other digital services. Yes. So that's why the shares were down. Essentially, it came out and said, hey, our printing business is not doing good. We need to cut these employees because they cost too much and we can't afford to do this. And it is a little bit of a different story as opposed to some of these other companies that cut because they had overhired, not meeting profits. And like this, in a sense, is like they were just overall down and their business has been down. The thing is too, it's the shift to the business unit operation model is a continuation of their clients focused of balance, execution, and priorities. And is the thing is that they're just trying to accelerate this part of the business. But I don't think at this point in time that they're ahead of the game, in my opinion.
I think that a lot of physical media is kind of a thing of the past. In terms of like, oh, you need something signed. I feel like a lot of the times you don't print it out to get its own signature. You just send them a PDF.
Yeah.
And then they just digitally sign it.
I don't remember the last time I actually
printed something.
Yeah, printed something. I don't remember the last time, unless it was like a printing slip. Even then, it's like, I've used like Amazon, and then I use my own printer, which is like not a Xerox, but this like I remember the Xerox machines were like those big machines that are in offices, and no one was in offices. No one is still in offices for some parts of the country.
Yeah, I feel like even then it's like the use of physical media or like printer paper It's kind of been like going down as well because it's just like clunky and a lot of times this is like extra bulk that you need to take care of at some point because like you get it and it's like you have it and it's like, well, I could just put this in like if this was sent as an email or like a PDF, I could just store it away, but like now it's a physical piece of like paper I need to get rid of somehow.
Yeah, so it is interesting thinking about it too. Like you're right, digital signing is a thing now. Adobe has digital signing where you're able to do any of that. Like, and it's for the most part, from what I hear, secure. Yeah. So the thing is that I think the business itself is slowly becoming more and more obsolete as the reliance on paper has gone down.
Yeah, but I mean, there's gonna be that core audience. Like, I think it kind of to me is reminiscent of like Garmin and how Garmin used to do the very specific
fitness trackers.
No. Even before that, your car GPS system, the little
You're right. I
separate
had a Garmin
GPS
before, for my car.
But then now all our phones do that, so you don't really need that level of precision. So now what do they move? They pivoted towards like wearables and other things.
Yeah, Garmin itself right now is known for like the extreme athlete watch to wear, where it's like it tracks a lot of these different metrics and
it's very precise.
Yeah, it's very precise. So maybe Xerox is going to go through and pivot to another thing that they could do.
Yeah, maybe I wonder if it's going to be more towards like industrial size, not consumer printing, but like maybe like printing books or like some large scale printing, like maybe the weird thing, like maybe they should have gone into like 3D printing.
3D printing. Oh, that would have been cool actually thinking about it. Maybe it's still an avenue they could do.
Or maybe that's what they've been working on. They're going to finally reveal their 3D printer.
That would be insane thinking about it. You could just 3D print everything and they would make it at a relatively good price thinking about it if they can. Because 3D printers are still pretty expensive for the most part.
For the more, I mean, it depends on what level. Like with anything, and they have like the entry level, but then like the high end market.
The high end market. But yes, let us know in the comments down below what you think about this, and if you think that Xerox should print or should pivot to another business model, because I think they should. 3D printing sounds like a cool one.
Yeah, that kind of like fits in with their whole image, like it's like like they could have a commercial like the old Xerox machine, and then all of a sudden like bam, it turns into like the new 3D printing Xerox machines, like just Xerox it, like bring it back.
They go and they throw a Xerox printer at a big screen with an audience there. So yeah, let us know in the comments down below.